Pretty good. I advise you I'm recording because we have missing police reports and all kinds of misconduct from you guys. So I want to keep that clear.
Okay.
All right. I've been requested for I don't know how long, and we talked to Scott Eiler. Jill Mackin went and made a report with them about the night of the 6th, March 6th, 2022, or 3, sorry, where I was shot at.
3 years ago?
Yeah, where I got court on the 11th. Chuck Holtz is 100% lying on a stand. He's busted on that already. Tanner could tell you that. Um, so on that night, Jill called the cops and Scott Rosenblum, so there should be a record somewhere of that, and said the neighbor is shooting at Mike. And the person on the phone said, Mike's shooting at the neighbor? She said, no, the neighbor's shooting at Mike. I walked down to the mailboxes because of the previous BS armed criminal action charge they tried to give me that was false and got dismissed. Why? Because lying on stand and everything else. But anyways, I put my arms up, and Chuck Holtz and his partner in the same car, and there should be a record of that, jumped out, roughed me up, handcuffed me, put me in the car, and drove me over to the man that's shooting at me's house. You want to talk about an all-time level? What the hell am I going to do now? Okay. Jill went over there to see what I was screaming about because I was kicking the door and screaming. Chuck Holtz's partner grabbed her real hard by her wrist. She said, ow. Let go of my wrist. I just had surgery on that. I got pins in there. Then he handcuffed that same hand real tight to a boat. So there's part of your lies and all that crap. He had no reason to pull me over. He lied about being the only one on routine patrol. There was 4 people here. I mean, there's been a lot going on, and that's not even it. I got it appears to everybody that looks at it as Ada Bray Kruger's signature forged on a $50,000 warrant. Furthermore, somebody at Gasconade County courts advised Derek Vaughn, Chuckles, that Jill Mackin wrote a restraining order on him and got denied 7 minutes. That's not public information. It's not public information unless it is approved. That's pretty bad. What?
Let me ask you, just slow down a little bit. I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
I know, it's so much, man.
You've said a lot. So what can I help you with? You haven't actually asked for anything.
I need you to come out here, look at everything I got, take a record of it, and when you see what I'm telling you is going on, because it's right there, I have all the proof, I would like you to get a hold of a federal agent, because there's about 25 constitutional rights violations.
Okay. What am I looking at? I don't understand what I'm supposed to look at to see. And 2, I will not get a hold of federal agents if you believe that we violated your constitutional rights or forged signatures. What you're telling me, is that true?
Yes, it is.
Okay. That is something that we cannot investigate. We cannot investigate our judge. So if you're saying that she forged the signature and you want her, are you saying you want her prosecuted for that or what?
I'm saying I need her looked into because she's involved in this community for one. And these community people run people out of here. They end up getting charges against them. And Brian Fowles over here, Bob Plumley, when he was cordial with me, told me they ran Brian Fowles out of here because they didn't like his quality work, and his dog got in a fight with Joe Cusimano's. And that's a problem.
But that dog. Okay, so somebody else's dog fighting somebody else's dog.
Okay, now wait. Are you gonna let me finish where that's going?
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, Michael Joseph Berry had a problem with these people out here in Brown Shanty for directing water into his property, undermining his peers. They're leaning to the left. Michael Joseph Berry ended up committing suicide, and it's looking like wrongful death. So, Ada Bray Kruger is letting these people get away with harassment. And do you guys have a forensics expert? Yes or no?
Is what?
Do you guys have a forensics expert? Somebody does ballistics?
No, we don't. If what you're saying is these charges and allegations, you're going to need to call Highway Patrol up and talk to them because they are the only ones that can investigate what you are wanting to investigate.
So wait, I got 3 bullet holes in my deck and a 1'6" pattern. You guys came out and looked at it twice. Isn't that my rights for you guys to get an expert here? When you could put a laser pointer right to Bob Plumley's house and Bob Plumley admitted that he took those shots on my deck? I want that man arrested.
How long ago did this take place?
Here's the report right here from Tanner when he came out. This was 10/26/23.
Okay.
Okay,
No, we do not have a forensics expert, and it is not a right to have Gascony County pay for something when we don't know if it's a crime yet or anything along that lines.
Okay, and then the armed criminal action case. So you guys are up there telling John Whitty, this man that shot at me from 20 feet behind. I heard the bullet whiz past my head. Derek Ron's statement, testimony is a lie. It's right there recorded. You guys on body cam advised John Whitty Stewart not to write a statement until the next day when he's sober. What the hell's up with that? And you guys had your body cameras off where I said I laid my 8 rounds straight up in there. You guys maliciously turned your cameras off to hinder my rights to a fair trial. Thank God that thing got dropped.
Well, as far as saying that the body cameras were maliciously turned off and everything else, I have no idea about that. But then again, that is something to where if you think something is wrong, you would have to contact the Highway Patrol and have them open an investigation.
Okay.
So let's go back with what you want. I mean, what am I supposed to look at tonight, and what am I supposed to document?
Well, if you come out here, I have that signature. I have everything I'm talking about. The forgery. I have all the information of who harassed Bob Plumley, admitting to putting these bullet holes in my deck. If you want to give me a lie detector test, bring it. I'll pass it all day long. My story has not changed one time. Never one time has that changed. It's always been the same story. I fired my lawyers because they're not doing their job. How would you feel if you had 3 planes dive bombing at the same damn time? I called Lambert International Airport. I have the Flight Radar 24 of it. When I called that man up there, the noise complaint, they were still dive bombing me. He said, "Oh my God, if that was my family in my house, I'd be pissed." Yeah, you need to investigate that.
What are you talking about? What man are you talking about?
I'd have to.
Lambert International?
Yes, noise complaint. It's documented.
Okay, again, that would be something on a federal level. We don't handle aviation as far as them dive bombing. And if you've got proof of it, what was dive bombing you? I don't know. I can't handle that all on a noise complaint. If you had a 747 that was dive bombing your...
Wasn't a 747. It was a Cessna and 2 other planes. And then, furthermore,
Okay.
see, it's like you guys don't even want to do your job. It's crazy.
We will do our job, but there's certain jobs that we can go ahead and do. What you're asking me to go out and, I mean, you're bringing up stuff from 3 years ago about planes dive bombing your house that we can't investigate.
I made this report to you guys before. You guys do nothing. And then half our police.
That's because we can't investigate it. That's federal aviation.
Where?
If you actually had a Cessna that was dive bombing your house, that is serious allegation.
Yes, it is.
And only the federal government can deal with that because we are not FAA.
Well, you guys have all calls for help being redirected back to you. That's out of the state trooper's mouth. And here you go. My Uncle Ray and I called Veteran Suicide Hotline, and I said, "Ma'am," that was a black lady's voice. I said, "Ma'am, is there any way you can get a hold of federal agents, Kansas City, Missouri, so I can bring all this evidence?" She ended up saying, and I told her about Jill's dad being a veteran and quote-unquote suicide. She said, "So you want to go to Kansas City and harm federal agents?" I said, "What?" She hung up on me. I said, "Jill called the FBI." That same black lady answered that phone. Uncle Ray called the suicide prevention line. That lady said they never received a call from that number. That's concerning. That state troopers told me all calls for help go back to Gasconade County. That puts it on you guys.
No, No, it doesn't, because there's no way a state trooper told you that all calls go to Baskin County. Because
It's on Facebook Live, bud. It's on Facebook Live.
if you're calling, hold on, if you're calling a suicide hotline or if you're calling a federal number, it does not ring back to Gasconade County.
Really?
I'm sure you have.
Really?
And those are allegations again.
Call the state troopers. I was on the phone with the lady and I recorded it. And I told her I was recording it. She said that's fine. Call the state troopers right now, bud. It was on Facebook Live. Because you don't want to do your job. You don't want to do your job. It's not an allegation. It's truth.
The state of Missouri talked to a trooper and had him start the investigation into the bomb plane and into the forged signature for Judge Ada. Because that's something we cannot investigate.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now, 100% truth, and it's coming out. So,
Okay.
it's been a lot of bullshit, a lot of harassment, and a lot of you guys not doing your job. So, there you go.
We're not federal government. We cannot investigate a arm of the federal government. Federal aviation. If you got a business that's bombing you out, that's not investigate. That's something you need to.
You can't investigate. You can't investigate lies from the dude up road that did perjury. You can't investigate bullet holes in my head. Okay.
Perjury up there, bullet holes. I don't. If we came out there, did we know that they're bullet holes? Or?
Yeah, they said fast moving projectile looks like bullet holes. The report number on one of them is, that was Tanner 10/26/2023. Read that. You're gonna love it. And then you guys came out of time before that too. I can find that police report, and the problem is a lot of police reports are missing too. The one that favor us.
The police report or what? What would be missing?
Well, Joe Mackin called that night, March 6th.
Joe Mackin. Who's Joe Mackin?
Joe Mackin is my girlfriend that your officer's injured. That's who that is. That's bodily injury. You guys should be investigating that. She went to your sheriff and they were.
I don't know what report she made, and if this is something, how come it's been 3 years since that all this has happened, and you're bringing it up?
Well, I hate to tell you this, but you know, lawyers advise you not to piss off the court system and do shit like this that I'm doing now because I'm over it until your case is over. Well, I'm running out of time on my rights. Otherwise, it's going to be too late, so that's why I'm doing it. I fired Scott Rosenblum. I paid that man $55,000 not to do his job. And then what came out? Everything I said was going on. I'm telling you right now, once I hit this lie detector test or talk to whoever, I don't lie to the federal government. I know that's a crime. I know that's serious crime. Everything I said is truth, 100% truth. You can put your money on that. So, and then this thing about Colorado you guys got, this little manifested thing. Well, Colorado's dismissing all cases because my son and I were actually abuse victims in that matter. Jefferson County, Colorado, and well, I'm not supposed to have any guns from what Colorado says, but Officer Sykes St. Clair handed me back 2 semi-automatic pistols. Top in Indiana handed me back a semi-automatic pistol. So, I mean, you guys, whatever. I mean, I could see, and I already knew that I was going to get no help from you all the way around when your officers are doing dirty shit and you guys aren't investigating crimes towards us. I mean, come on. You guys are violating constitutional rights left and right, man. I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. A false narrative.
Are you a felon?
No, I'm not. Never been. Never had one. I've actually been cleared to work on federal reserves, many military bases. Yeah, I'm a good dude.
Are you a felon or no?
Nope.
Okay, if you're not a felon, then you can have guns.
I know this.
Understand that.
I know this. I'm in a hostile environment. You guys got a gun that the case was dismissed on. Franklin County took 3 guns that's getting ready to get dismissed. I'm in a hostile environment, unarmed. That's crazy. You guys violated my rights there.
Well, what Franklin? It sounds like you've got a lot going on with Franklin County,
Gasconade County.
Colorado, the state of Indiana, everything else.
Indiana's done, bud. They didn't do nothing. They handed me back my gun and my clip and my bullet they pulled out of the chamber. Right in my hands. If I was a troublemaker, they would have done have my ass arrested. I guarantee you that.
Okay. Again, There's nothing. If you want to, I would call up the highway patrol and have them investigate as far as that goes, because we cannot investigate a judge. That's not because Asking County, because we can't. It's because we don't want to. We just simply can't.
Okay.
Just like if we have an internal investigation here, if somebody has allegation, we cannot investigate our own. That's why the state trooper, that's why they have a whole separate department of that with the state of Missouri.
So when are you guys going to come out and arrest Bob Plumley for shooting my deck and admitting it?
I'd have to look at the case on there. If there's not enough evidence, we're not going to arrest them.
There's plenty of evidence, bud. Plenty.
Well, I don't understand. I don't know.
Well, you can come out here with a laser pointer, and you can put that laser pointer right to where those bullets came from, can't you? I mean, I'm sure you guys know how to do that.
Where, though? From where?
From the entry point. It's obvious, the entry point. It's blatantly obvious.
Okay, so where were the shots fired from then?
Bob Plumley's back deck. And then when I was walking my dog one day, she shit in his yard. I knocked on the door politely. Hey, Bob, you mind if I get a bag? My dog pooed in your yard. He said, don't worry about it. I said, no, I clean up after my dog. And then he went in and got a bag, and I said, by the way, nice shot. He said, you started it. There you go. Hit me on a lie detector test. Let's go. Criminal charges need to be done. That right there said I admitted it. Something needs to happen. That man has guns. A hostile environment. That's pretty messed up.
Okay.
So,
I would advise you to contact state.
well, that's where I'm going next. I already talked to Michael Turner, but I'll talk to him again.
Okay.
All right.
You have a good night.
You too. Thanks. Bye.